Gentlemen, please make some way.
10% of young people aspire to be politicians. 6% want to be musicians. 23% want to hold traditional jobs in engineering, law, medicine. And you seem to have achieved a lot in moving from becoming a musician, an activist, and now as a politician, although you don't like to be identified as one. What message do you learn from the legacy of Nelson Mandela, and what message would you share with young people to help them in terms of their aspirations?
Thank you so much, Irene. Lots of great things have been talked about Mandela, and I actually would have loved to add on a lot more things. But in the interest of time, I'll be brief and talk about only three. First of all, as young people, I think it's important for us to analyze what made Mandela great. You see, Mandela as a young man, he was an accomplished lawyer, he was a son of a chief, but he, together with his comrades, offered themselves for the cause of the country. In the face of injustice, like in their youthful days, they did not fold their hands and resign to apathy, but they looked injustice face to face in the eyes and found solutions. And indeed, they played their own role and registered some achievements. So I would wonder what President Mandela, or indeed Museveni, would be thinking if they were young men today. I think they would still... I think they would do the same. Secondly, you see, Nelson Mandela embodied almost all qualities of good leadership: democracy, unity, rule of law, and indeed he bore them at heart, not just in rhetoric, because we are looking at a leader who, after suffering in jail for 27 years, still did not have a sense of entitlement. He's a leader who became president and served only one term. And he saw it, that it was not about himself, but the nation. And indeed, he stepped down from the office of presidency and gave chance for the younger generations to take control and contribute to their country as the elder leaders were offering guidance and advice. And I think still Nelson Mandela exhibited this servant leadership. We can recall from his inaugural speech when he said, "I stand before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of the people."
Thank you.
So if I could conclude, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much.